Are we back? I think we're back. At least I will be back very soon. Oh crap, forgot to grab the YouTube chat link. There we go. That should do. Game sound is getting captured. Good. Alright. Oh. Game sound is a little loud. There we go. We haven't played this game in a hot minute, so I'm gonna have to remember where we were. Windia. All right. We're back up here in Windia. I should not have left camp, actually. That was a mistake. Let's set up camp and speak to everybody so I can remember where I have to go. Once you talk with the Wind Dragon, path you must take will be revealed. Version says it must be true. The fairies looked like they were having fun. We did just get started on the fairy village last time, I think. Windia is Alina's and Dina's home. I'd like to avoid causing any trouble there, if we can. Wonder what the fairies meant when they said that reality isn't different from a dream. Dragon Boy! Yes, let's go visit them. Let's go visit the fairies to begin. No messages at all. Yeah, I cannot select anything. Cut down trees and build houses. Okay, so I got these two on building duty. And I got that one on hunting duty. And I'm just hoping that it's enough, really. Alright, that's all I could... I couldn't really do anything in here, so... Let's just step out. And clearly, we gotta go to Windia, so... I had forgotten about this track. This is my house. It's also an inn. Okay. He's amazing, no? What a difference wings made wings and gills make, yes? Still, whether you live in the sea or fly in the air, business is business, yes. I forgot how broke I am. Heard the Princess Alina's disappeared. Sure hope she's alright. Yep. So Princess Alina went to Sinesta. Isn't that the town that was on the front line during the war? Must be so brave to go to a place like that. I certainly couldn't. In the hope that the princess will return to us safely. I named this one Alina as well. Okay. So... should I go back to Sinesta? I don't remember exactly. Momo! Look at that! We found Momo! Hey, Momo! You know, I was thinking, what am I doing here? How did I get here? Last thing I remember, I was working on something in my room, and then there was this big explosion. Guess it's not that important. Yes, I would like to hear some of your stories, Momo, because you're the best. You cannot hit the side of a barn with that cannon of yours, but I still want to hear some stories. You might not know it by looking at me. I've traveled around a lot, and I've picked up a lot of interesting stories here and there. Here, I'll teach you something I learned. I forget where. But anyway, I'll show you how to drowse. It'll help you relax. Who will study under this mess? Momo is just HP. HP for days. For that reason, and she has no downsides. So, I'm gonna put both Sayas and Ryu under her for now, just so that they become a lot tougher. Until we find somebody a bit more fitting. Come back and see me again when you've got the time. I'll tell you about some other things I know. Bye! Alright. So yeah, Momo's officially a master. You heard about how one of the princesses is missing? Yes. Some people say she didn't want to get married to the Prince of Ludia and ran off. That would explain things. See, it's okay even for travelers like me to go inside the castle. Because that means the king must be a pretty friendly fellow. Probably not. Please use this lift to get into the castle. Alright. Let's ride the elevator. Momo does look very kawaii in this art style. I fully agree there. Get the power we need to operate this lift from all the windmills. Who would have thunk that a place named Windia would have wind power running everything? You know? Let's go explore this little tower here, I think. Quite a view, isn't it? If you're lucky, might even see the wind dragon flying from here. It's kind of what does it? Ooh, chest. A ring of wind. Hold on a second. Or his HP are restored by wind attacks. I mean... I'm giving that to Nina right now. Oh, no, I made a mistake. No, I don't want to give that to Nina. I'm giving the Ring of Wind to Sias. Because in our current team comp, Sias is kind of our healer. So ordinary citizens are not allowed past this point. Yeah, but we have Nina. I want to go check out the other side, though. We Windians are not afraid of heights. On the contrary, we love high places. Don't people get scared living so high up? And then you got the little frog dude. I ain't afraid of heights. He's about to yeet himself down. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I can't get in there. Alright, if I speak to the guards as Nina. Catacombs? No one can pass this point without permission from the king. Okay. Ordinary citizen. Ordinary. What a beautiful bit of localization right there. Huh? Princess Nina. Yep. Let me through. Thank you. Look at this dude. It's Princess Nina. Go on in, princess. You can see the king anytime. The king is staring into my soul. I didn't know what to think when I received word from Ludia that you've been captured. What was I supposed to think? My daughter goes out in search of her missing sister, only to be caught trespassing in enemy territory. How did that happen? I beg your forgiveness, Majesty. It's all my fault. If it hadn't been for me... Enough. What's done is done. Regardless of what happened, I owe you my thanks, Chief Cray. As you have probably discovered for yourself, our neighbor and supposed ally Ludia is more worried about their relations with the Empire than helping me search for my daughter. However, in spite of all obstacles, not the least of which being your responsibilities as the leader of the Warren Nation, you chose to search for her yourself. Not many other men could do what you did. What do you intend to do now? Sooner or later, the Bludians are bound to discover you're here. We will, of course, do everything we can to protect you. Father, there's something we'd like to do. While there's still time, before the Ludians come. We want to meet with the Wind Dragon. We have questions that only he can answer. Pungryong, the Wind Dragon, patron god and protector of our people. Need to speak with Pungryong. Only he could tell us what we need to know about the dragons. I see, but even though I am king of Windia, I have no control over the dragon. You know that. We believe that if the dragon can tell us what the Empire is searching for, then we might be able to think of some way to stop them. I see. Very well. Go to the woods east of here. There you will find the Oracle of Wind, a priestess who serves the Wind Dragon. I shall inform her that you are coming. Rest tonight. You could begin your journey in the morning. The Oracle lives to the forest. In the forest to the east of Windia. Don't worry. Should the Ludians... How am I feeling post-Expedition 33? Triple? I mean... I know you haven't played Final Fantasy games, but Expedition 33 feels like the Final Fantasy game I've been wanting for 20 years. And I am very much hoping that it sparks a revolution in gaming and spawns a whole bunch of copycats of games that are actually good and complete and sold for a decent price and didn't have any microtransaction bullshit. And was proper turn-based combat while being stylish as fuck. It has absolutely all of the good of all of the fun Final Fantasy games I've had, and none of the bullshit. I have not done anywhere near enough of the side content to be really able to rate it exactly. But I have a very strong feeling that it might skyrocket as my favorite game of all time pretty damn quick. It's not there yet, but once I learn a bit more about the lore, it just might. Just to give you an idea, Triple, every Final Fantasy after 10 stopped being turn-based. FF11 and 14 are MMOs. FF12 had a weird kind of hybrid between active and turn-based. Same for 13. And then the more time went, the more they distanced themselves from turn-based. With the exception, I would say, of Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, and that whole kind of the FF7 kind of side games and remakes that also have a bit of a hybrid system. But I basically lost interest in most Final Fantasy games after 10 because of that. I've played 13 in its entirety and liked it up to a point, but there was something not very compelling about the characters to me. The MMOs I couldn't give a flying fuck about. 12 had a compelling world, but I didn't like the characters at all. 15 I own, never played. Well, I've played like the first half an hour, completely lost interest afterwards. 16 I don't even own, but it basically plays like Devil May Cry, so I know that I'm not gonna give a fuck. Expedition 33 is the Final Fantasy game I was waiting for 20 years. That's as simple as that. And I was very, very happy about how Expedition 33 brought in about the pace of the story, about all of the lore that there is to it, at least the lore that I've seen so far. I'm usually extremely good at guessing potential plot points. It threw me off. I was very close. I guessed a lot of things, but basically, we're all in the Matrix was not a thing I ever even considered, which was an amazing plot twist. I mean, I kind of did, but I did not expect it to be to that extent. Like, I was guessing evil twin alternate reality stuff. But like a full-on Matrix, I did not consider that idea. So that threw me off. And kind of blew my mind when I actually saw it. I am of two minds about the endings. Both endings are incredible. I think Mael's ending is basically just full-on sequel bait of just, yeah, the world never really moves on, and now it's just Mael replaces the paintress, and time is a flat circle. Whereas Verso's ending is actually finally a first step in grieving. I would say Mael's ending really choked me up. I got emotional on that one. Mostly because of how Verso reacted to it. Of, you know, him begging to be able to choose to finally die after 100 years stuck as an immortal. And like it instantly reminded me of my grandfather, because my grandfather did use the assisted suicide program. He was one of the very first to do it here in Quebec after it got legalized. And that was the absolute best way I could see him go. I think it was So seeing that, him just begging to be able to go, it reminded me of my grandfather and how he went. And I got real choked up. But at the same time, I mean, I get it. It was the absolute best way. Like, it is, to this day, I still think it is the best, most dignified way for a man to go. He had the chance to leave exactly the way he wanted to. And Mael's ending is Verso being denied that right of going the way he wanted to go. So that one, I'm going to say, just really rocked me. But I would say both endings, like, that's what I was kind of arguing with Chow before, is both endings actually have a very strong setup for a potential sequel and or spin-off. Because Mael, well, Alicia, and Renoir, and Aline, and Clea are all still capable of painting. Nothing prevents the devs from just painting another world entirely. And nothing would even prevent Alicia from remembering her experience in the canvas and bringing back some of the old characters just from her own memories. So if they really want to bring back some of the characters, it would be a way to do it. But yes, it is very much, I mean, it's kind of weird how I went from Laika, which was very much a game about processing grief, straight into Expedition, which is another game about processing grief without even knowing. And lately it has been like playing through, you know, I only knew for the last couple days really that Expedition was about processing grief. I mean, there was always that overarching theme because of the gommage, but it was a lot deeper than that. But just playing through Laika made me think a lot more about my grandparents and my grandpa and how, you know, how he went. So with that just hitting straight home, it has been, yeah, it has been, I don't think it's done fully sinking in yet. I don't think that ending, either ending, is done sinking in yet. I'm going to need some time to process this. And it's probably going to sink in even more when I go back and redo, well, not redo, do the side content. I just beelined it for the end. Because I expected the final Renoir fight to be way harder than I found it to be. I actually just absolutely annihilated him, so. But yeah, the whole side content and bonus content that I can get now, and New Game Plus and all of that, I'm keeping that for me. Because, especially now, like, considering how much it hit me I know for a fact that I will get very emotional over that game once I find out even more of the lore. But yeah, from a pure like gamer perspective, I think Expedition 33 is the best thing to happen to gaming in the last decade, at the very least. Because it proves single-player RPGs are still very much alive. Turn-based RPGs are still very much alive. That it's possible to make a full game at a decent price with incredible production value. Like, I have a strong feeling that this game might spark a full-on indie renaissance. And I'm all for it. Anyway, let's get back to Breath of Fire, shall we? So yes, we have to go see the Oracle of Wind. No, you don't have to be sorry, Triple. Don't be sorry at all. I'm still very much processing everything that just happened. And I'm still very much processing everything that just happened. And yeah, there's a lot. I'm also very happy. I'm also very happy that I'm finally done with it, because I have been applying the 5Ds of Dodgeball to spoilers for so friggin' long. And I could finally enjoy the soundtrack properly without getting spoiled. That 19-hour marathon and losing my voice was entirely worth it. It was worth it. It was a monstrous undertaking, but it was worth it. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Can't believe I was stupid enough to get caught. At least I still got the treasure I was looking for. Ooh! Oh, it's the treasure trading thing. Yes! Gimme! And like, there's the other thing is, like, last time I went to soundtrack is very spoilery. Not just that, is like, the other thing is my stepmother is a musician. She is very much a composer. She's a musician. She composed some, honestly, the style she writes and composes could have been part of this soundtrack. And because she has composed like classical pieces for violin and cellos and that kind of stuff. And last time I visited, just like 10 days ago, I did mention that soundtrack. to her and to my dad, and spoke to them yesterday, and they told me they binged the soundtrack non-stop the whole week. And she basically went, I do not know that guy, and nobody fucking did. But even as a composer, she went, this guy is a fucking genius. So yeah, it's just everything. So yeah, they've been binging it, and I was like, basically, they wanted to listen to it while I was there, and I had to tell them, like, no, like, I'm too scared of getting spoiled. Alright, no, alright. Yeah, so I keep talking without really thinking and or looking where the hell I'm going. I need to get out of Windia. So, let's do that. Need a minute to be yeah, 33 is a heavy game. I just wanted to, you know, kind of also calm down while playing something else. But I'm probably not going to be streaming for much longer. Because, yeah, it's a pretty hefty game. And with a very hefty ending that hit me really, really close to home. 14 out of 100. I think food is keeping steady. If food is keeping steady, I could just leave it as is and let them work. Person says that it is just as the song said. Yeah. Oracle of Wind is a priestess who served Ping wrong. Alright. There we go. First fight. First fight of the of this game in quite a few weeks. Let's get into it. I'm trying to remember combos now. So it should be Earth into Frost. Okay, ads. I know we've been talking about a French game. Yeah, it's probably because I also have French in my tags. And I mean, this particular game is as French as it friggin' gets. And yeah, just streaming it for this long, my feed has been nothing but 33 for the last few days, which probably didn't help either. Oh, it was aggressively French. So, wait. Yeah, so it should be... No. Because it's Earth. No. Wait, hold on. I got it wrong. I'm trying to remember combos here. So, it's... Because it's Earth into Fire. Fire into... Wind. Wind into Ice. And then Ice into Earth. So I gotta do Wind first. So Sever. Into Ice. Ice Blast. Into Earth. Rock Blast. There you go. I thought the combo would still keep going. It didn't. I was hoping for Rock Blast to be a part of the... Yeah. Comes with a music box shaped like the monolith. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna throw, like... No, that soundtrack from now on is just... I know for a fact, like, at the end of the year, when it comes to, like, Spotify most listened to stuff, that soundtrack is gonna be way up there. There you go. Ow. Heal, and then Sire's being a badass, and then Cray just bonks him in the face. Or, you know, the thing just dies. We got a roast. Hey, we actually got meat from an actual source of meat in this game, rather than a friggin' midget. I'll take it. It's not 18. I think it might be 8 rather than 18. Yep. Yep. You see, there it is. It was 9. Okay, I saw a dude over here. Don't believe it. Ain't a thing worth fishing in this river. Wanna go fishing too? Then let me tell you about a real good fishing spot I know about. Just outside this forest. Go and take a look. Thank you. I'm gonna have to get to, like, serious amounts of fishing in this game now. That's also going to be a thing I'm probably going to do off stream. Probably going to, like, hang out in the Discord. Maybe stream this on the Discord for a bit. Just, you know, hang out and fish. Because of the fishing card items that you can get in this game are incredibly powerful. Sias, you absolute unit. Let's do like full melee combo here. Oh crap. It's giving me keyboard prompts. I'm using a controller. Oh, super combo is gonna be a nightmare in this version. I do remember it being an incredibly overpowered ability, but for that you gotta be able to actually do the prompt. $600 zenny. Nice. Saw a chest at the bottom of the screen. Oh, come on. I know I could get in there. That is not a fun fight. No, let's get the fuck out. I would need just so much AP just to... Ow? I was trying to get around to go to that chest, but... As usual, with all of these games, I try to pick the exploration way and end up going the story way at first, and then having to turn around. I forgot that Mind Flay in this game was actually just dropping a flower pot. Instead of an actual, like, badass psychic attack. Magic Shard! Extra max AP. I'll give it to Sias. Sias has some fairly powerful abilities and not a ton of AP to work with. Oh, that's not a fun fight. Let's do a little fire wind here. Well, it's going to be a big fire wind because I'm using Cyclone. I did wind into wind. And then lightning. Sure, that'll do. I mean, that worked. 11 hits. Is that my first... I think it might be my first over 10 combo. This might be my first over 10 combo. I'm gonna have to check on... I'm gonna have to check on our wolf. You seek the Oracle of the Winds, ye shall find her here. In this quaint, cozy little house. I am the Oracle of Wind. I hear the voice of the dragon Pyongyang. Pongryong. I don't know how to pronounce it. As it is carried on the wind. You have a magnificent dragon's eye. Although it is rare to see someone with only one. You mean, Ryu's a dragon? No, he's half a dragon. Not all those who have the dragon's eye are dragons. Still, this one is about him a powerful aura. I feel like he is close to Pongryang. Once, a long time ago, told me of a dragon that appears only once in hundreds of years. A dragon called the Yurei dragon. The dragon of the future. It is said that this Yurei dragon will have a great effect upon the world and those living in it. That he will bring great joy or terrible destruction. That's what the Empire is after. You must want the Yurei dragon's power for themselves. I have told you all I know. The rest you must ask Pyongyang yourself. I cannot pronounce that name. You must search below Castle Windia. Find the wind flute. With it, you'll be able to enter Pong Tap, the Tower of Wind. I also see a chest. Alright, I'm guessing this is just Skyrim door out of here. Yep. Let's see. First we have to go below. Go below Castle Windia. Find the wind flute. Then use it to get into the Tower of Wind. Yes. That's right. There's a device in the Tower of Wind that will take us far above the earth. Should be able to meet Pongryang. Wait a minute. Where's Sias? Oh, the cheeky fucker decided to betray us. He was being paid by the Ludian to watch over us. Probably gone and tell him what we're up to. Or he's just gone to get firewood. Looks like we better hurry. So we just lost Sias. There's a fishing spot here. Nice. There's Pong Tap right there. I think we're gonna go to camp. And I think I'm gonna save. And I think we're gonna raid out. I'm starting to feel my voice wanted to give out on me. And I still need quite a lot of time to process what the hell just happened. More than 10 hits. Yep. I gotta go back to Kurok. I don't think I can make it back to Kurok here. But, yeah. Just gonna save. Rest. Well, rest, save, actually, in that order. Step back out just to get the music. And we're going to end the stream. I don't even have the music because I have to tab out of the game. So, Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I had a fantastic time playing this morning. It was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed that. I think, yep. I think Expedition is my game of the year by quite the margin. Tomorrow we're going to be back to regular schedule, I think. Actually, no. I do have a thing, a game that I've been given a key to by the devs. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. The game is called Bernard. It's a little platformer where you play as a bear. Yeah. I did enjoy the ending a lot, JD, but it hit very close to home. So I'm still needing some time to process it. It's just, yeah. What I said before is, you know, like, especially Mael's ending hit very hard for me. With considering my grandpa was one of the first to take advantage of the new laws here in Canada from a few years ago that now provide assisted suicide to in very specific conditions. Mael's ending hit really hard and reminded me a lot of how he went. So I'm gonna need a bit of time for that to sink in. Oh no, you don't have to be sorry. He went in the best possible way. I would not. I would like there is no better way, in my opinion, than how he did it. Because he like sometimes you see we have an expression, we have a saying in French of basically mourir à petit feu, which is really like dying a bit like if you're burning a candle very slowly. And you see, you know, you see some of these people not really live anymore, just kind of waiting to die. And I never wanted to see that from my grandpa. And because he went the way he went, it never happened. He had all of his mental faculties when he went and was able to kind of square off everything he wanted to square off before going. But still, you know, seeing Vesso kind of begging to die, just oof, that hits hard. It doesn't make it easier, but it makes it so that the memories I have of him are as perfect as they could be. Because I don't have any memories of him just kind of being a vegetable. So I will take that every single time. It's gentler, not easier. Exactly. Anyways, I'm gonna start looking for a friend to raid. And by start looking is I'm going to look right away. Wow, none of my friends are streaming right now. None. Triple, you about to go live? 5 minutes? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep playing a little bit and then I'll raid to you, because right now nobody else among my friends is streaming. You know what? Let's go fishing. I'm gonna do a bit of fishing. Catch a couple fish and then I'll raid out. Because I'd rather raid out and yeah, fish. Ow. Wow, I have not fished in this game for a very long time. Clearly, I'm a little rusty. Come on. Come on. Maybe I should have something else than this current bait. Let's put in a baby frog. That usually... doesn't sink as much, so I should be able to... Let's do... close to the waterfall as I can get. None of them are biting on the frog. Come on. I want to try casting on the other side. Let's see if there's anything over here. Avert your eyes, frog. Yeah. I mean, look, at least it didn't involve a power drill. I'm gonna have to do a lot of fishing in this game, because clearly I need it, because it does give really good items. But holy shit, do I suck at it. I'm gonna have to relearn to fish in this game, because I haven't done it in so damn long that I just don't remember. Alright. Been a few minutes. Triple's probably on now, or close to. So here we go. We're just gonna raid out. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Stay tuned tomorrow for a little sponsored thing with the game Bernard. It's called Bernard. on a platform as a bear. So, that should be fun. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon.